Hello, everybody. This is People Ruined Everything. Yeah, I did another rebrand. Today, I have a video topic with a special guest of mine. You already know who it is, the one and only Becky Crindgy Lynch. And I'm joined today by a very good friend of mine. His name, will you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone! What is up? It is the Destroyer BHB, and today I continue my legendary Becky Lynch rant saga. And we're gonna do it on Becky Lynch. I cannot stand this human being.
I mean, yeah, guys, I'm gonna get mad in this video as well. We both get very mad because Becky Lynch is that type of person that just makes you wanna gouge your fucking eyes out every time she appears on the screen. It's like nails on a chalkboard when you see this ugly, tranny, ugly-ass fucking bitch on your TV!
She sucks!
She's fucking terrible! Let's get into the reason, shall we?
Let's go.
Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry and not sorry. Your ears are probably bleeding, but you should know that by now.
Get used to it! Ha!
Yeah, get used to it, motherfuckers! It's about fucking time I get more edgy on this shit! I was fucking PBS instead of fucking MTV! Alright.
Okay, this is really just a different subject.
Okay, so we don't have particular reasons, it's just gonna be a fucking roast. Destroyer, since you're my guest, how about you start it off?
Here is the fucking first reason of these whatever number of reasons. I'm not keeping count, she sucks. Here's the first reason. That she is objectively negative for wrestling. What does she do that is positive? She walks out with her bumbling fucking epileptic shit ass. She comes out the ring with garbage music, delivers garbage promos, and gets garbage ratings. What's so good about Becky Lynch?
You're right. There is nothing good about Becky Lynch. Okay, if she was a draw, we wouldn't be here right now. Objectively, yeah, there are no draws in the WWE when it comes to women and men. But that doesn't mean shit. This is a talent that they've consistently pushed to the top. They've been trying so fucking hard to get her over. But get this, she's not even over with the smarks. She's not even over with anybody. That tells you how much of a shit fucking talent she is, and she should be relegated to being a fucking jobber because of her fucking dumb ass. She can't do anything for the company, and honestly, if I was running the fucking company, if she didn't want to be a jobber, I would have fired her ass a long time ago.
Fucking shoot her out of a can. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna do what you do and fucking be a jobber bitch. So we reduce the cringe and we increase the viewership. But now let's push Becky Lynch to the moon. That can't do wrong. Your audience is halved. It is halved. Ever since you started poking Becky Lynch, she has halved your audience. What are you people not learning? She sucks.
And it's a fucking shame because Vince McMahon is actively wanting her to be in the fucking main event. Vince, what are you doing? I try to defend you so fucking often, but I can't defend you when you want her in the main event. What the fuck?
You cannot defend Becky Lynch. She is... Everybody on fucking Twitter saying, oh, Becky the GOAT. Nah, shut your bitch ass up. You might as well say that local dog shit I found in the street that I stepped in. That's a GOAT too.
She's not even fucking close. She's not even close to being a fucking GOAT.
Fucking hell.
Nobody knows who the fuck she is.
Nobody.
Hulk Hogan's the GOAT because everybody knows who the fuck he is.
Fucking hell.
Nobody outside. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Nobody outside of core wrestling fans knows who she is. She's a non-draw. She's not even famous. She appeared on fucking Billions, I believe. Wasn't that the show she appeared on? After one episode, it got canceled.
And keep in mind, that was the season premiere. That was a hyped up episode, and her appearing was at the time the second fucking lowest rating. She is not a mainstream celebrity. She's not a draw. I'm sick of people always saying that Becky's a megastar whenever I go on fucking Twitter. How is she a megastar? Go!
Here's another thing. They can never fucking give you reasons. Oh, but you know, because she's great in the ring. No, she's not. She's fucking dog shit in the fucking ring.
She had a fucking WrestleMania main event, and she ended it with the botched ass roll up. She sucks in ring. Like, bro, she is botchy. She's uncoordinated. And what everybody says is a class against Charlotte. Literally, the ref had to fucking slide a chair to one of the competitors. I don't remember which one it is, but who gives a fuck? He had to do that because they were incapable of doing the match themselves. He literally had to help them keep this shitty match flow going. How bad is Becky Lynch? She's fucking overrated. Overrated, bro. God, she's not good. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people?
That leads me into number 3. She's overrated fucking garbage! What the fuck has she done for the company to be up here? Why is she up here when in reality she should be in the fucking local... She should be working at fucking McDonald's. Actually, excuse me, that's an insult to McDonald's fucking workers because at least they try and work.
At least they do their fucking
Nothing.
job. God. Like, bro, Becky Lynch probably... I was gonna say Becky Lynch smells like balls. But then again, in order to smell like balls, you have to do something that involves balls. And we know any man who's perfectly sane would not put their balls anywhere near Becky Lynch's disgusting inside tire vagina. Holy shit! She sucks. She's overrated. She's not beautiful. She's not good in the ring. She's garbage on the mic. She does everything wrong. Why are people saying that she's top 10 of all time? She's not even top 10 of all time in hell. She's garbage. She sucks. She's overrated.
That leads me to number 4. She's the worst actor in the WWE, and it's not even fucking close.
She cannot act, bro. She cannot. This woman cannot fucking act.
The main thing to be a fucking professional wrestler, besides your work rate, is you need to be a good mic worker. You should know how to fucking do shit with the mic, or you fucking drone. She's a robot on the fucking mic.
No, not even that. A robot would at least enunciate its words properly. Becky Lynch is fucking slobbering all over that microphone. Whoever has to speak next legit has her entire fucking saliva on it. Like, it's covered in drool. She drools all over the mic whenever she talks. She sounds like she's fucking talking with a mouthful of syrup. Whenever she talks, it's awful listening to her. It is actively painful. Painful. Her trying to cringingly freaking pronounce words is disgusting. And I can't believe that she gets as much mic time as she does. So anybody else deserves more. She's like one of the worst promos in the world right now in wrestling. Fucking Jungle Boy, who is afraid of being on the mic, cuts better promos. He cuts better promos than freaking Becky Lynch, and he is literally paranoid of speaking. How do you do that?
It takes a very special talent. And that leads me into reason number 5. If I'm corrected. She's the worst member out of the 4 horse-faced women! And they're all fucking garbage, and she stands out as queen shit!
Bro, like, here's the ranking. We have Sasha at, like, number 1 for me. She's, like, mid at best. Then there's, like, Charlotte, who's getting lower by the events that are happening this week. She might be beneath Bayley, who would be 3rd right now, and who probably is 3rd by now. And then fucking dwindling in hell is Becky. She's so low, she's beneath the Earth's atmosphere in any ranking comprehensible by the human mind. She couldn't even fucking get above the ground level on a ranking of the 4 horsewomen. That's sad. These women are not talented. They are overhyped. And what have they ever done as a stable, by the way? Why is the 4 horsewomen the 4 horsewomen? The 4 horsemen did things as a team. What have these 2 women done?
Oh, they're the 4 horsewomen of NXT. They made the brand. No, they fucking didn't.
Woman. Fucking overrated poop jobbers who smell like garbage and who are garbage and who look like garbage, and all of them have big egos and they suck balls. And no, they don't suck balls. They wish they could suck balls. That's how unattractive all of them are. Why are these women getting pushed? They're a more attractive and more charismatic women, like, all over the roster, and these 4, Becky Lynch including, are getting pushed over them selfishly to inflate their fucking egos.
You have fucking Scarlett. You have fucking Toni Storm, Liv Morgan, Scarlett Bordeaux. Hell, even fucking Rhea Ripley is a more talented fucking star. At least people realize that these fucking chicks have talent. What the fuck is the WWE doing by they keep putting her down? That leads me into number 6. She's not over with anybody, and she's consistently over pushed. Why?
She stinks! She's garbage. She never does anything right. She has not done any positive benefits for the company. Yet they keep rewarding her all the fucking time. She always gets rewarded for doing jack diddly shit. And it's sick of it, man. It's fucking sickening. Why would they purposely push someone who brings their business down? They are making less money. Less money are going into the executives' pockets for Becky Lynch. That's because of her. Yet they still push her anyway, even though they know that she's losing them money. She's losing everyone involved money, and they continue to have faith in her. Why?
That leads me to number 6. Number 7. She's the worst main eventer in history. And it's not even fucking close. Do not fucking tell me Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins didn't tank the ratings down by 1 million viewers. She did that. In 2019, Raw lost 1 million fucking viewers. They were getting 2.5 to 2.1. They went down to 1.5 to 1.0. She's an anti-draw.
Like, well, this bitch with her dumbass McDonald's hamburger ass is gonna go out there and be the fucking monkey she is and destroy everything. She ruins everything. She literally, like, dude, they have like 1 million people willingly got out of their seats and left and never came back when Becky Lynch showed up. What does that say? It says that people do not want to see Becky Lynch. Can you blame them? Fuck no. She sucks. She stinks. She swallows. She's just one of the worst things you can imagine. And they put her in the main event. Did they actually expect her? Did they actually expect her to do anything? I'm sorry, but fuck you. If you do, if you are writing for Becky Lynch, please quit your job. Never, ever write again. You are actively writing for Becky Lynch to be in the main event of a wrestling show. You might just you just take a fucking dead bear that was shot 5 minutes ago and put it in the main event, because that will do better in ratings, and that's sad. It's sad these writers will never fucking learn not to push this overrated, talentless hack of a pro wrestler.
Number 8. The 8th reason why Becky Lynch is fucking terrible. She ripped off Stone Cold Steve Austin. Do not fucking tell me she did not. Don't tell me she's did this original gimmick. This is the female Stone Cold Steve Austin, and she's the worst talent to fucking execute this with. She's not a fucking tough guy. She looks goofy. She was goofy for her entire career. She can't fight. She can't do anything. She has nothing to make this gimmick work. But yet, let's throw it down our throats. Everybody loves Becky Lynch. Everybody loves the Forest Face. No, we don't. Whoever fucking said that?
I don't get it with Becky Lynch. I legitimately do not get it. She shows that women's wrestling is a paradox. All these motherfuckers said, oh, we want better wrestling. We want better women's wrestlers. Yeah, no, and you guys end up petitioning Becky Lynch. So what was the whole point of the entire women's wrestling revolution? At the end of the day, you actively petition for Becky Lynch to be the big wrestler. That's not better women's wrestling. It's worse. Especially when you coincide that by having her steal Stone Cold's gimmick. She can't execute it right. The shirt, the moves, the fake attitude, the 316 days, one of the worst segments I've ever seen. Holy balls. And on top of that, you got Stone Cold eating fucking stunners from her, trying to sell her as some fucking legitimate badass. No, she sucks. She's garbage. She is not bad. She can't fucking act like one. That's the big thing. She couldn't, even if she was given the gimmick and was literally given free will, she would still fucking flounder. Even if they didn't give her a cringe script, even if they gave her no script at all, she would fail because she needs to have the natural talent that she clearly lacks. Why are they doing this? I don't know, but they won't learn anytime soon. They're only going to continue to push this agenda for this false idea that Becky Lynch is something, when she's nothing. She's nothing.
It's bullshit. And that leads me to number 9. She was on the cover of she was on the cover of the worst WWE wrestling game that I've ever played. I've played stinkers, like fucking the old arcade games that weren't good. This was the worst fucking game ever released. Even E.T. was more fucking playable in this game. Day one, there were thousands of game-breaking glitches. The game was unplayable at points. Even when they released the game later on, you couldn't fucking play it at that wall. And then they had the showcase mode was the 4 horse-faced women. Who asked for this? Who?
No, I know the argument that, oh, Roman Reigns is on it too. Look at the fucking cover, though. Like, seriously, just take a look at it. We could see Roman Reigns in the back, so Becky Lynch was clearly at the forefront. On top of that, this game is unquestionably, like, got to be the single worst wrestling game ever by itself. It is unplayable. It was riddled from the start. It's just the fucking worst. And of course you kind of get that with Becky Lynch being on the cover. Because of Becky Lynch being on the cover, literally THQ, like, half the fucking people who are making this quit because Becky Lynch was on the cover. You understand that? In the middle of the game being made. How sad.
That leads me to number 10. Because the game was so fucking terrible, half of THQ's development team, the main development team that directs the 2K series of WWE games, left to make an AEW game.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro. I didn't know it was the AEW game. I honestly didn't know that. They left exclusively for that.
She made fucking Yuke's team quit because the game was so it was unfixable. It was so terrible. She made people willingly quit their jobs when people nowadays don't want to quit because they're scared of losing. These people said, fuck this game, fuck Becky Lynch, fuck 2K, fuck WWE. Let me go work on AEW's game.
You just think of it like this. They would rather put Kenny Omega on a game cover than fucking Becky Lynch.
Yay! He's the gayest fucking wrestler I've ever seen in my life. And they'd rather work on that game, have fat assy as fucking Jericho and Moxley on the fucking cover instead of working for WWE because of this dumb bitch. And I don't want to hear it about Roman Reigns. He was facing away from the cover. And that leads me into number 11. She was specifically advertised for all of 2K's commercials, and they all sucked.
A cringe-ass advertisement with Roman Reigns, quote-unquote, acknowledging her. Get that fucking garbage out of my head. Like, that is so bad. Becky cannot act. This goes back to a prior reason we had. This woman cannot act to save her life. She cannot act to save her husband. She cannot act to save her if she had a fucking theoretical pet. She couldn't act for shit. Even if she had to, even if her life was on the line, she legitimately would still bomb. Because you expect something, and we've discussed Becky Lynch is a zero. She's a giant zero that is in the middle of this fucking illusion so she's made out to be something. She is a zero. And no fucking scripts will ever change that. No big time WWE pushes will ever change that. She is a permanent nothing for life.
Yeah, I agree. Number 12. She cucked out Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh my god. Oh my god, like this was gut-wrenchingly bad. The Stone Cold garbage. Where we have Stone Cold, the dude who would actively stun Linda McMahon. He'd stun everybody. Girls and boys, everybody of all kinds of people. Then fast forward and he's getting bodied by Becky Lynch. That's what happens when the man comes around. Like, no, shut your dumb ass up! Shut your dumb ass up! God, I hate this woman. She is just the epitome of untalented. She's the epitome of untalented. And the fact that she had to tuck out a legend for a failed push.
Yeah. Let's move on. Number 13. She's the worst NXT darling ever.
Oh my god, dude. Like, she was fucking starting off as an Irish dancer. She was a goofy, 4 laps Irish dancer. How am I supposed to take her seriously as someone who's burying the division now, trying to look tough with that stupid half smirk on her face? Ugly cheeks, ugly chin bone all around. She looks like I fucking took a chicken and dumped it in a shredder. That's what Becky Lynch looks like. God, she is the worst NXT darling. The worst of all time.
It's not even debatable. We've had terrible fucking NXT darlings like Adam Rose. But at least with Adam Rose, they didn't push him to the fucking main event. Yeah, Fandango got a fucking push, but at least he was fucking talented. How the fuck does that tell you?
Fandango is 1,000 times better than Becky Lynch. Fandango is good talent. Becky Lynch is not a fucking good talent. Becky Lynch sucks.
Number 14. She's the worst wrestler of the PG era, and you cannot fucking debate me on this at all.
She's definitely one of them. We got, like, Nia Jax injuring the fucking roster. We have Tamina literally being the most lifeless sack. And then on top of all that, we have Becky Lynch.
You know what?
Literally just
Let me rephrase that. She's the worst main eventer of the PG era. I think that sounds better.
There you go. Becky Lynch is just among one of the worst fucking main eventers of any era. And especially to be the worst of an era that is highly considered the worst by wrestling fans. This ain't no attitude era. This ain't no ruthless aggression. And if it was, Becky Lynch wouldn't even be in the company. They do not allow talents like Becky Lynch in. But the talents that would be denied in this era are somehow dominant main eventers in the PG era. What the hell? What has happened to wrestling? We went for Stone Cold versus The Rock. Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle. We went for The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. And now we're stuck here with Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Fuck Flair.
It's completely unacceptable. And another thing is, we went from talented women like fucking Tori Wilson, Sable, Trish Stratus, Lita. Now we have fucking the full horse face women, Zelina Vega, Doudrop, Eva Marie. Is it the best you fucking got? Are you fucking kidding me? There's nobody in the Performance Center you can push instead of fucking Becky Lynch. What is so special about her? What made her a main eventer in the first place? At least with main eventers, you can look at fucking, at least with Seth Rollins, he's good in the ring. What the fuck is Becky Lynch? She has nothing to be a main eventer. She's not even a good mid-carder either.
Becky Lynch, whenever she does that fucking top rope drop kick, she does no height. She gets no height from the jump, and she falls down like a fucking tank and like craps herself during the move. She can't fucking wrestle.
Exactly. Number 15. This is unacceptable. Cringy promos and vignettes. What the fuck is with this woman? Every single segment she's in, she somehow makes it fucking cringy. She rips off fucking Conor McGregor, a person who has way more fucking talent in his left testicle than she has in her entire fucking body. At least he was the top of his fucking promotion. Who the fuck is Becky Lynch? Who?
Oh, my God. Just by listening to her talk, you get the fucking mental retardation vibe from her. It sounds like Becky Lynch having enough chromosomes to form a whole fucking twin. Okay? She has enough extra chromosomes for that. That's at least what it sounds like. I mean, and then when she walks the ring with that stupid smug face, dude, and most of the time she's been a face. Even the nice guys in the crowd legitimately want to fucking take a swing at that. And she is ugly. She can't do shit. There is nothing she is good at. She is not good at anything, especially talking on the mic. She is garbage on the mic. Garbage tier dog dookie poop on the mic. Like, bro, every time she gets on the mic, it's like she somehow gets worse. And whereas other guys like Apollo Crews had the dignity to improve and actually get good, Becky Lynch has been in the main event where you have to be good, and yet she sucks the entire time and has no dignity to improve. Indignified piece of garbage this disgusting freak shit show woman is!
Yeah, I'm fucking laughing because it's hilarious. It's hilarious that we have to come up on here, two random fucks on YouTube, and fucking talk about this chick. Let's move on. Number 16.
Chick is a very, very big stretch. She's a dumpster fire. Poop.
Number 16. No, Destroyer. I'm going to let Destroyer take this one. Cucks out men on live TV. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm not gonna say The Rock for this one. I'm not gonna say The Rock because The Rock just had a cringe segment. It was like a bad take on the internet. He just had a cringe segment. It didn't sell out. But with the Stone Cold stuff, the dude literally being the biggest fucking badass in the history, with the company literally being built around this man when it was at its peak, for her to cuck him out, that is just an unbelievable level of false entitlement. And I say false because you can be entitled while being good. But Becky Lynch is not good in the slightest. If you cut a pizza into the little slices that it have, there would still be something good. But it's like for Becky Lynch, a slice magically disappears. Because she cannot have good anywhere in anything she does. On top of that, she cucked Rollins in the main event. Because of her, Rollins failed. It wouldn't have been the best thing ever. But we got to see, because of her, we got to see the man's man. One of the worst wrestling t-shirts of all time. I cannot believe I had to see that. And then we have Baron Corbin literally being embarrassed enough on television to the point where he had to win King of the Ring right after because his character was so dead in the water, it had to have an immediate recovery. And then we have Becky Lynch freaking attacking John Cena in that crappy 2019 New Year's opening tag match with Andrade and Zelina Vega. She attacks John Cena trying to outstage a legend. When we realize that Becky Lynch is bad will be the day that the company decides to push her even further. Us as a general consensus, even the stands will probably one day recognize that she sucks. And it's the fact that she's cooking out talented men is what gets me the most. She is interfering with the careers of talented men. Men who deserve to be in her spot. Men who are better than her in every way. But she sucks. She doesn't realize that that's bad for business because all she can think about is her stupid self. And I'm sick and tired of it.
I agree. I completely agree with you. Number 17. Fuck's sakes. This bitch has no fucking charisma. She's a fucking brick wall out there. When she has no facial mannerisms. She has no physical charisma. She does nothing in the fucking ring to make you be like, oh, look at her. She's boring.
Legitimately one of the least charismatic wrestlers of all time. Dude, you're being pushed to the top, so you want people to easily get into you. But people are actively getting the hell out of the company, getting the hell out of wrestling altogether because Becky Lynch is legitimately ruining the experience for them. She is one of the least charismatic wrestlers, probably the least charismatic wrestler, because even if I'd say Nia Jax or someone like, I don't know, fucking Mordecai who had no charisma, they weren't pushed to the main events. They weren't pushed as main eventers, but they actively gave Becky Lynch that opportunity to shine. But yet she fails every single time when the company's like, oh, you know what? Do it again. No, she has no charisma to build her character up. She sucks. 100% sucks.
Yeah, that leads me to number 18. She has no character. What the fuck is the man? What is it? Because if it was clearly a definable gimmick, I would have been fucking able to do it. Everything the man is a female Stone Cold. That's how terrible she is. They had to copy fucking Stone Cold to try to get her over, and it couldn't work. Hey, look at fucking Shark Boy from TNA. Shark Boy got over with the fucking whip-off fucking Stone Cold gimmick, and she can't?
She literally broke kayfabe by getting pregnant. She's got the worst character there is. The man character is this is the worst gimmick in wrestling history. Because we're in the middle of a fucking... we are in the middle of a freaking women's revolution where women are supposed to be represented as equals. You have the man going over everybody. So even a man is the best woman. How bad is that? How counterintuitive is it to the entire women's revolution? Shit!
Exactly. For fuck's sakes, what the fuck is her character? What is there to get invested with Becky Lynch? There's nothing. Let's move on. Number 19, she's unappealing to look at. I'm sick and tired of all these people on Twitter. Oh, you know, she's cute. She's not fucking cute. She's not sexy. She's not appealing to look at. Because don't you think if she's fucking sexy, people would watch the show?
Ugly ass taco bitch. She literally looks hideous. Like, it's disgusting how bad she looks. It's nauseating. It is nauseating how bad she looks. I can't look at that. You'd think a woman back then would get you in the mood. She would get your little thing to stand. Becky Lynch cannot do that. She is one of the most hideous women on the roster. And do you see the roster? Do you see the roster right now? These women are butt-ass ugly. She's one of the worst of them. That's sad.
It is sad. When you have talented women that can actually do something for the ratings, and you put this fucking cock-sucking Irish cunt instead of them.
Penis repellent.
Penis repellent. I can get off to fucking somebody else. I'd rather get off the fucking Nia. No, never mind. I'd rather get off to fucking Shayna Baszler than Becky Lynch. That's fucking shit because Shayna Baszler dog shit ugly. Dog shit ugly. Let's move on. Number 20. She's always been goofy. She's a fucking goofball. How can you take her seriously as this fucking badass when she's a goof? She was a fucking Irish jig person, and before that, she was fucking Sasha Banks' lackey.
She sucks. Like, how are you supposed to take a woman like this seriously when all she does is give you reason not to take her seriously? You literally cannot make anything out of a person like that. You can't take her seriously because, on top of that, her facials are ridiculously bad. She cannot act. She is a garbage tier promo cutter. So you're like, oh, I'm supposed to take this woman seriously. Maybe she can kick someone's ass. Nope. Every time she fights is awful. She is so uncoordinated. And she can hardly wrestle, bro. Like, literally, a sack of potatoes is probably a more proficient technical worker than Becky Lynch is. My God.
Exactly. Let's move on. Number 21. She has not had one single good match in her entire career in WWE. How is that fucking possible? At least with Bayley and Sasha, they had that one at NXT Brooklyn, which was fucking overrated. But people actually remember that. What is a memorable fucking Becky Lynch match? I can't think of it.
I mean, maybe a couple, but like, dude, when she's actively failing in the, would you just have to have like duds in the main event of WrestleMania? Yes, I agree that match was overrated. But she's having duds in the main event of WrestleMania. What does that tell you about Becky Lynch?
WrestleMania is the best of the best.
Yes.
WrestleMania is the best of the best.
You got classics
you
there.
have nobody better than fucking Becky Lynch. Zelina Vega's better than Becky Lynch.
That fucker sucks. And on top of that, you have Becky Lynch in the WrestleMania main event. You have her blowing out like fucking Ronda Rousey's arm because she got her arm injured in that match. Guess who was probably because of. She had a match with Charlotte before that, and she was fine. But the first time she did Becky Lynch, she legitimately gets injured. And then Becky Lynch is complaining backstage about how she's not treated well. How should be very paid by more than Vince McMahon? She says she had more salary than Vince McMahon because she sells more merch. Bitch!
And that's the fucking CEO of the company.
God dang! Are you that stupid? Are you daft? Are you fucking dying of dementia? You dumbass bitch! What is wrong with you? Why do you say this? Who gets off to this? Who approves of this?
I have no fucking idea. Let's move on. Number 22.
Stupid.
She isn't memorable. There's nothing that I would look out between. This is how it is. She's more remembered for her fails in the ring than her fucking success.
That's so sad, bro. That is literally the fucking saddest way to be remembered. Becky Lynch is not a memorable talent. You do not remember the greatness of Becky Lynch. No, you remember all the times she failed, which, you know, her entire career, aka Becky Lynch in a nutshell. She is a failure. She is an absolute ginormous grade A failure, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Because you can't. It's undoable. The evidence is right there. I can literally take her WrestleMania main event match and use that. That's supposed to be a moment of success, and she floundered during it. Oh my God.
Oh, it's ridiculous. When you're a main event talent, it's supposed to be pushed to the main event. If you're known more for fucking for almost dislocating Ronda Rousey's arm, an actual draw. At the time, she actually made people give a fuck about wrestling because they knew who the fuck she is. She ruined a draw, and Ronda probably won't ever fucking come back to the WWE because your dumbass fucking injured her. You fucking cunt. Let's move on. Number 23. She's a fucking egomaniac.
My God, the whole crap with Charlotte. I know Charlotte's more to blame, but dude, you gotta take something to look at Becky Lynch too. Unprofessional babies, and on top of that, she's never willing to let anybody else shine. She's always burying the younger talent for her fucking rated self. She's so fucking boring. Like, that's the big thing about her, is that she thinks she's hot shit. She thinks she's big time Bex. She's freaking bicep Becky. Get the hell out of there with that. You have to actively give yourself new nicknames because people can't remember your last ones. That says something about the ego of your character, and two, your genuine lack to have a memorable personality that people can get behind. You are untalented. Ultimately untalented like the bitch you are.
Fuck's sakes. Let's move on. Number 4. This might be the worst fucking reason. Finn Balor is better than her.
Bro. I mean,
how is that fucking possible? How is Finn Balor, a generic flippity fuck midget Irish cunt who is supposedly the demon's coming to the ring? No, he's not. He's gay. He's homosexual. How is he better than Becky? How is Becky Lynch worse than him? How?
Bro, it takes a special kind of bad to be worse than a talent like Finn Buttlord, Finn Poop Man, the Butt Man himself. And you have Becky Lynch blowing his content out of the water in terms of just pure awfulness. Becky Lynch is an embarrassingly bad talent. She's groan worthy. She goes out there and the people are legit groaning in their seats. They're in their contract or during the freaking title exchange. Michael Cole was in the back, reevaluating his life choices. Go back and watch that. The commentators who are supposed to be treating this shit as the best stuff, they are legitimately done with Becky Lynch. You see that? He literally was cringing at Becky Lynch's pure garbage, overrated segment. That says something when even the guys who are supposed to be talking about how she's a big deal, that says something when even they can't stand her.
Exactly. Number 25. She's a terrible theme song. Whoa! Oh! The theme song is so gay.
Garbage.
How is that?
Garbage.
How is that a main eventer's theme song? That's something that fucking Adam
so
Rose came out with.
It's not good. Oh my god, like a main event, that wouldn't even be a jobber theme song back in the freaking Ruthless Aggression Attitude Era. Even in like 2009, they'd have some kick-ass scenes. And now we have that as a freaking main eventer theme. We're hearing that in the main event of WrestleMania. Do your ears just want to walk away from your head or what? Because I certainly want to walk away from the stadium, which is what I did because I actually attended that WrestleMania. And when Becky Lynch was in the main event, I was already in the car. When she came out, I was already going home. You feel me? I could not give a metric crap about Becky Lynch. Not even if you paid me. I'd just burn the money if it had anything to do with Becky Lynch. That is money wasted.
Exactly. Let's move on. Number 26. She got outsold in merch by two mid-carders, and ELIAS and the fucking Fiend. And this is supposed to be your main event fucking money draw, the next female John Cena? Are you fucking kidding me? Two mid-carders outsold her in merch.
Oh my god, not to mention it's merch that was directly inspired off of the top-selling piece of merch in history. So it was supposed to do well, and it got freaking outsold. And nowadays, her merch sales are weak. Weak. Because nobody gives a crap about Becky Lynch. Nobody gives a crap about the shit woman herself, and nobody will buy her merch.
She made also, Shoe-In, number 27, she made one of the worst pieces of male clothing ever. The man's man. Dude, that's like just if you put that fucking shit on and go into a fucking bar, all the women in there are gonna say, this motherfucker's a cuck. Cause you'd have to be a cuck to wear that.
You had to be a special kind of stupid to put any piece of Becky Lynch merchandise on, but to actively drag a husband into it, actively drag Seth Rollins into your garbage is incredibly selfish on her behalf. And she ruins everything. She ruins everything she touches. And now we have her crappy merchandise evolving into the man's man. I saw a fan in an arena working that shirt. I saw him wearing that shirt, and I was thinking, why are you here? Why are you here? You should not be living or dying with that shirt on. Do not touch it. If anybody who buys that shirt is a demented idiot. Ah, man, that shirt is ugly. It's disgusting. It's so cringe, which is the personification of Becky Lynch. So, of course, it'd be in her merchandise slot.
Exactly. I got you. Number 28. She has a horrible Twitter persona. What the fuck is this Twitter persona, bro? How you're so fucking cringy and full of yourself? You think you're God's gift of great to the fucking earth? Give me a fucking break.
Also ripping off Mandy Rose there, of course, a better woman who she gotta take inspiration from. She gotta rip off her content because she knows that Mandy Rose is better, even though the company doesn't believe that. Not to mention, we have the fact that Becky Lynch just overinflates herself. It's like if one guy's not gonna suck her off in the ego-wise, so she'll have to do it by herself. You feel me? So it's just kiss ass with her, dude. It's so kiss ass. She's so entitled. She is so bad at everything to the point where she has to make garbage nicknames about herself to try to get herself over. It's failing, you dumbass. It's failing, you epileptic dummy. It's not working. You know what else
All
is
these
not
people are
working?
fucking.
You in the main event, or you having a job in general. You shouldn't be in a wrestling company, and any wrestling company that hires you is automatically significantly worse just because they have you infiltrating their talent.
Exactly. Let's fucking move on. Number 29. She's an SJW snowflake. This bitch is so fucking she is so sensitive about everything everybody fucking says. She's a mark for herself. She's such a fucking bitch.
Just garbage ass comebacks. Like she cannot insult you. She just cannot. She is cringe. Her
She's that
attempts
kid in
to
middle
try to
school.
freaking
She's that kid
defend
in
it
middle
is sad.
school who fucking says I fucked your mom in a retort.
So no, it's not funny. No one's laughing, Becky Lynch. No one was ever laughing at you. You feel me? They were all just sad. They're all just sad. They had to sit there and watch you. You feel me? And even you even show it off on Twitter. You are dumb. You are not smart. You are not intelligent, Becky Lynch. You are legitimately zero, probably less than zero IQ because you managed to break the scales at everything exactly how bad you are.
That's fucking hilarious that she brought up the intelligence because exactly number 30, she's a fucking idiot and I think she's Down syndrome, fucking retard, brainless zombie.
She is stupid. Stupid. She is not smart. She does not know how to be a good wrestler. She is not knowledgeable enough to improve. She thinks she's actually good. So instead of actually being good, she stays the same Becky Lynch as always. She's been garbage for what, like 3 years now? 3 years? And you haven't improved a single step. You haven't gotten better. You just keep getting worse. You think you're doing good stuff, but no, she doesn't have the wherewithal to see that she's actually ruining the company. So she willingly keeps being bad because she doesn't know how to be any better because she legitimately is not smart.
Let's move on. Number 31, she has horrible merch. Enough said. Number 32,
Oh my god.
she's consistently pushed over better talent. Why? Why are you giving TV time to her? Why are you investing so much shit into her? Why are you pouring millions of dollars down her fucking throat? She's not good. Somebody like Mandy Rose, Toni Storm, Liv Morgan have way more potential and actually could do something to the company. And they're actually good women to look at. Every time I look at fucking Becky Lynch, I lose my boner. If I had one at that time, I lost
What's
it.
my fucking appetite? She's just ugly. She looks like the remains of a Taco Bell toilet. Like, dude, it is. Ugh. She just. Oh man, it's nauseating. It's nauseating. You gotta have a strong stomach to talk about her because even just the thought of Becky Lynch is enough to make a grown man puke. All over the room too. Like, bro, he's gonna send to the sky puking. There is so much velocity in the puke. He will be taken to the sky. He'll be taken off his feet. Because the body legitimately cannot stand Becky Lynch under any capacity. The body is not meant to take human punishment like Becky Lynch. It's not meant to be endured in the single body. Okay? So every time she shoes up, she shows her dumb ass up, the body legitimately wants. It will legitimately give you signals why you should not be watching. It is just watching Becky Lynch is clearly bad for your health.
I agree. Number 34, she's convinced Vince McMahon to believe in her as a top level talent.
Oh my god. I'm the man. I'm the man. Oh. No, shut up, Becky Lynch. Like, it's part of his dude of Vince McMahon. Let's be real. I can't believe you actually look at that and say, "Oh yeah, pal, that's my top talent." No,
Yeah.
you can't say that. You can't say that.
Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. That's some good shit right there. No.
No, how do you go from like Stacy Keibler to freaking Becky Lynch? Becky Lynch is legitimately abysmal, and she's a completely irredeemable talent because she actively manipulates the company into thinking that she's any good at all. Just by showing up, she takes advantage of people who are dumb. She's not the dumbest person out there because unfortunately the writers are that much more dumb, concerning the fact that they will actively write Becky Lynch to be the top star. You have to be even dumber than Becky Lynch in order to do that.
Exactly. Number 35. When you walk into a room, if you're watching Becky Lynch, everybody immediately leaves the room. She's not desired by anybody. She's not desired by smarks, anti-smarks, casuals, fucking dirt sheets. She's not desired by anybody, bro. Nobody wants her.
She literally
Holy
cannot
shit.
get casual fans in. The moment they see her, they're getting the hell out the door. They don't want anything to do with Becky Lynch, which is a perfectly sane human reaction.
And it's completely understandable because she has nothing to offer to the company. Let's move on with these reasons because it has to be said. Number 30, let's see, number 36. She's the worst women's champion of all time. And let me start it off by saying that we've had some dog shit champions in the past. We've had so many dog shit one. Even fucking Nia Jax, everybody in the full horse face women were better champions than her. How is that fucking possible? How?
Yeah. The SmackDown one she had like 2018 wasn't the worst reign of all time, but my god, the ones that came after that, the Raw one, bro, it is not a good reign. I'd say she's among the worst women's champion of all time because, man, wasn't a dude a women's champion back in the Attitude Era for a short bit? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Remember Santino Marella won the fucking Divas title, and he was better than her.
Better than her. Yep. Santino Marella, I would gladly watch seeing freaking Santino Marella win the WWE Championship from whoever's the champion back in the day. If it meant that Becky Lynch would never grace the television screen. I would take that every day. I would take Kane squirting freaking ketchup onto his dumbass face. I would take the freaking Cobra over Becky Lynch. That is bad.
Well, yeah, it is.
Oh my god, she's unbearable, bro. She's legit.
Yeah, I agree.
The
Let's
worst.
fucking move on. Number 36. Her year-long title reign ruined Raw and WWE in general.
Yep, dude. And the fact that the company was willing to put that much faith in her to have a year-long title reign, that says something. Now, we talk about how idiotic the company is, but to actively end the company's success. Because let's face it, if you're giving Becky Lynch a year-long title reign, you are permanently ending success for future years. You will never experience another big-time rush. None of these eras in the past that got your views up. You have permanently ended your company by making Becky Lynch among the top champions. That is just company. It's literally wrestling suicide. You can't do that. But they did it, and now they will never thrive again. Wrestling is dead because of it. Wrestling is dead.
Exactly.
And Becky Lynch is amongst the top reasons why.
Number 37. She was one of the main contributors to why there is not an Evolution pay-per-view number 2.
They cannot fill an arena. They really could not do it.
Half the fucking arena was tarped off. They barely sold 2,000 tickets to a pay-per-view.
Man, and they were really trying to build this pay-per-view up.
This is what the Smarts wanted. They wanted a fucking pay-per-view full of women. Oh, the women can do great shit, pal. No, they can't. They couldn't even sell out a fucking 16,000 person arena because they had no fucking draws. Even with Ronda Rousey on the show, Becky Lynch was in the main event with Charlotte and fucking wasn't it Kairi Sane and Asuka? That fucking match sucked.
It was Kairi Sane versus Toni Storm, I think. Oh, Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. It's Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. There we go. It was Toni Storm versus Io Shirai. Oh,
she killed the show.
You guys, you fans, we have arrived at the point where fans will lie and cheer and make excuses for shows that they pretend to want to watch, but when the show actually happens, they don't tune in and they don't show up. You fans have ruined wrestling. You have ruined wrestling, and you want for Becky Lynch to be pushed. That is why wrestling will never be what it once was. Because you fans want what is worst for the company. Stop acting like you're intelligent. You are the dumbest, most idiotic, most brainless, dead fucking idiots. And I'm sick and tired of you fans getting all the attention from the company. You're ruining it.
Exactly. Number 39. Wait, no. Sorry. Number 38. She was part of the worst WrestleMania main event ever. Move on. Number 39. She broke kayfabe by getting pregnant unexpectedly. What an unprofessional bitch.
Seriously. Unprofessionalism. And of course, it's Becky Lynch. So I guess we should expect a lying,
You know
or
how much
not a
fucking
lying,
money
actually, a
is poured
deceitful.
into her to be the main
Yeah.
event of the fucking company, and she gets pregnant? What the fuck is
Are you
wrong with you?
serious? Are you serious? Getting pregnant during that and dude, you didn't even, you gave the title up on a sudden notice, okay? You literally waited for the ring to happen. You literally waited for the company to be exploited of all its fans. You know, they were having empty arenas, and then you tell them, oh, I'm pregnant? Bruh. Like, I can't believe the audacity of this woman. She legit, it's not that she got pregnant, but it's that she didn't give notice. That's the problem. You want to have kids, do whatever the hell you want. All right? Do what you want with your freaking genitals. I don't care.
Of course,
But the fact that she did not give a professional notice, that is what
And
gets me.
here's number 38. Or no, number 40. We have 40 reasons here. There's one more after this. Number 40, she's a terrible mom because she wrestled with the fucking baby in her stomach. What the fuck is wrong with you?
They taped it or some shit. I don't remember. Even still, bro, why is Becky Lynch back in the ring? Why is Seth Rollins back in the ring? Who's taking care of the kid?
They should be there with their child. It's been only 6 months. Go fucking
Aren't
take
they on
care
the
of your
same
kid.
show now? Like, dude, so it's not like it's one or the other always being home. They're both on the same show. So isn't the child just, what's the child doing now? Why? Why?
There's no reason for it. And the final reason,
Unacceptable.
the 41st and final reason, in this video at least, why Becky Lynch sucks. Outside of 2 people, the entire AEW women's division is better than her.
Oh my God, like, you know, it's really
Unforgivable.
sad when a woman.
Unforgivable.
It's like, bro, at one point we had Nyla Rose as the women's champion, and somehow
And
the
Sonny
division is
Kiss
still
running
better than
fucking
Becky
around
Lynch.
being I know he's not a girl. I know he's not a girl or whatever, but he's even fucking better than her. How is that possible? He's over flamboyantly gay.
Oh my God, Becky Lynch she manages to surpass all odds with how bad she is. She's incalculably bad. You cannot calculate the scale of her badness onto one, decided measurement. She literally breaks the scales of how to be bad. She literally transforms the definition of bad and just manifests it by being the worst wrestler or being the worst main eventer, but the bare minimum, she just cannot do things right. She cannot be a correct person. She cannot be a correct individual talent. She cannot be a correct professional considering she's always having backstage shit going on. She is ungrateful, and she does not deserve the push she got. She does not deserve any of it. So Becky Lynch, absolutely 1000% guaranteed, positively
And that's been our
freaking
video,
sucks.
guys. I hope you enjoyed the top 41 reasons why Becky Lynch is the worst fucking wrestler of all time. This has been People Ruined Everything. Thank you to Destroyer BHB for joining me in this video. And one more thing. Let's say it in unison. Fuck Becky Lynch!
Fuck Becky Lynch!
Fuck! No. Whoops. I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Leave. Collapse. Fuck's sake.